Okay, I like the surroundings. It looks like I'm going to be a professor today. Just kidding. Anyway, so I want to talk about what does it mean when someone says that you're out of their league or when someone tells you they are out of your league. In other words, what does that all mean? Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Mahjong Talk. I'm your host Peter Vong, and now let's get started. So yeah, like I said in the introduction, I want to talk about exactly why is it that people always say that a certain person's out of your league. And I've been asking this question like a lot. Like, why is it that we always have to put leagues on people? Like, basically, we have to put them on a certain pedestal, I guess. And of course, when it comes to, say, like dating somebody or whatever, it always comes up, I guess. Like, say, if you have a person that's very ambitious and they want to date this certain person, I think the real question is that when people say that a person's out of their league, they have to ask the question to the person that actually wants to pursue the person that seems like beyond their reach. Why is it that they want to date this person? And there's so many factors to that. So many factors. And, do they want to date them because they're just very hot? Or do they want to date them because that they appreciate their personality? It could be both, but at the same time, how does the person know that person's personality? Do they know him superficially? Like, like how regular people like us, we basically look at celebrities and then we see celebrities in interviews and we think, oh, they're so charismatic. They're so, like, they seem so kind. But in reality, we don't know who they are, like, within their own home. Like, when they take off all the fancy suits and put on the Jimmy Jams, and get ready for bed, And it's kind of funny because a lot, we see celebrities and they end up marrying like regular people that are not really celebrities. I mean, some celebrities marry each other, but at the same time, some celebrities end up marrying like people that are just completely normal, like people that are doctors, people that even work part-time jobs. I guess that's like a dream that most guys have, I guess, and women too. Women too also have that. It's like they want to marry like a rich guy or a rich woman. Go for that. I think I'm gonna go for all simple hand. So no ones and nines, no honors. Looks pretty nice. Hopefully the mic's not too much into my face. Skip that. But yeah, I think we humans are so used to categories, and those categories help us make logical choices, I guess. And that's the reason why we set up leagues, I guess. Honestly, yeah, I do have some celebrity crushes here and there, but at the same time, like, if you guys want to know, just ask me in the comments down below, and I'll let you know. I'm gonna hold off on that. This person looks like they're almost finished. Let's see here. But other than that, I would think when it comes to dating in general, I think when a person really, really wants to be ambitious and they really want to date a celebrity, they have to actually see if there's a chance they can get in. But at the same time, you have to be careful because some people use people to get into a certain category. I suppose it's like someone, whether it be man or woman, using their connections to basically meet someone that they know they wouldn't be able to meet on a regular day basis. It's like those like typical soap operas or Korean dramas, whichever you prefer. Such as I would say like someone from I would say someone who basically comes from a regular family background, and then suddenly they have a friend that's probably connected to the higher ups, like probably higher middle class or whatever, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna meet so and this so is like very, very famous, or someone that's very well known in the inner circle, whether it be career wise or whether it be through, social media or something like that. Don't use people. Never use people, especially your friends. Do not use people. That's something that goes with you in life. Never use people. So I think we set up this illusion of leagues just to basically, I think people do it because they want to keep everyone grounded, I guess. They want to keep their friends grounded. They want to keep everyone grounded. But in actuality, they want to keep themselves grounded. Because when you project on the world, when you project whatever you project to your friends, you project on about yourself. And I do believe that the way you communicate with your friends is the way you communicate with yourself at times. Of course, sometimes I don't practice that because sometimes I'm very hard on myself at times. Actually, I was really tough on myself during high school. But of course, high school, everyone was like that. And if you haven't been through that, like in high school, like props to you. You probably must be very, very secure with yourself. So I give you props for that. I'm trying to keep my hands closed this time, guys, because I want to see if I can get better hands keeping my hands closed. But I might end up missing some options. Yeah, I'm kind of missing these 5s and 7s. I might have to get rid of this sequence here. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Okay, you could take that 8. Hopefully you're not close to winning. Yeah, and I think leagues basically come to our humans' need to categorize things. Because I can understand why friends would say someone is out of your league, because they're trying to protect you from being hurt, but at the same time, you can't prevent someone from being hurt when it comes to their own ego. It's like you're trying to prevent someone from being rejected when you know you have to be rejected a million times in life in order to succeed at something. And it's a really tough thing to do. It's a really tough thing to do because you're afraid of bursting your friend's bubble and your friend basically walking out on you and basically say, oh, why you say that? You're supposed to support me and everything like that. At the same time, you also know you have to be very honest with your friend, and you have to know that what you say, you have to basically tell them it's like, would you rather hear it from me or would you rather hear it from a stranger that you don't know? Because when you hear it from a stranger you don't know how they're going to tell it to you, and if they tell it to you in the harshest way, it's going to feel like the whole world doesn't accept you. At least that's how I feel at times. So that's why I think leagues are stupid. I don't think leagues mean anything. Because the reason why people date is because not only they're seeking for someone they want in their life, but they're also seeking someone that they know that makes them better. So it's a borderline between someone you want to be in your life and someone that you need in life. And it's a really hard distinction because it's obviously not someone you need, because sometimes people take it to the extreme where they become like almost like clingy to that person to the point where they feel like their entire existence is dependent on that person. Whereas it can't be just someone you just simply want, because we all want things. And when those things go away and they become lost in the ether of life, it's bye-bye. And then you're like, okay, now what? And then it becomes someone that you actually, and becomes like a need to have that person around, if that makes sense. So it's a really hard distinction. It's a hard distinction because we don't know when we actually need that person to make us better, or when we actually know that person makes our lives better because we have that need for them, if that makes any sense. No. Still trying to keep this hand closed. Oh, that's pretty good. I'll keep that. Ooh, this red 5 here. Well, everyone discarded the 5, so I think I'll be good there. Yeah, and I think I understand why we want to put people in categories, because it's just easier for us to, like, I think, go through life knowing that these people are in a certain bucket, but everybody doesn't like to be in buckets. At least I don't. Which is why I'm always trying to learn things, like learn new things. Ooh, this one has like 4. Oh, dang, there's a lot of door on the table. Which means there's going to be a lot of shiny tiles. Oh, at least it's not on me. I'm the only one that hasn't won any points or lost any points so far. Well, at least I'm in second place. But I need to catch up. I mean, I need to at least win something. Wow, this hand looks very bizarre. I probably might be able to make a not all straight hand. It's a pinfu hand. You don't need to know that term. It's just basically the name of the hand, pinfu. Ooh. Yeah, why not? It'd be cool if I did that, if I could do that the first round. Double reach. Double reach is just basically just getting more points. That's basically what it is. You don't need to remember that term, unless you plan to play. I'll be willing to teach people how to play. I only know the basics. I'm not like an expert at this game. Yeah, getting back to the topic, I think when it comes to, like, I would have to say dating itself is basically just finding the right person at the right time. I think that's the only logical way to, not logical, I would have to say it's the only thing that would make sense to us on how love works, I guess. Because sometimes love just happens between two people that never thought they would meet each other. And I think that's the argument against, like, why would we have leagues? Because it wouldn't make sense, because if you have a league, then that means a person of lower stature wouldn't be able to marry someone of higher stature. Which means that if women do end up with men that are rich, there's no way that would happen because they're outside of their league, quote unquote. So I can't think of any other better explanation than that. Ooh, hopefully this person... Oh, nice. This person got a Hanuman. So that means... Well, this person's still... Oh, no, it's East 3. So that means the round 4 is coming up. Okay. This hand is okay. I have to work around this one, though. Yeah, and I think leagues is also something that is not only involved dating, it also involves, like, your career as well as your social life. Because a lot of people try to put leagues in being sociable with people. And many people try to hang out with people that seem like they're out of their league in order to get ahead in life. I mean, sure, sometimes for people it works because they happen to meet better people and... Well, not better people. I wouldn't say better people. I would say people that help them grow. But in exchange, sometimes you just don't know which friendships are going to develop you and which friendships are going to hinder you in some ways. Because some people end up getting with people with a higher social class or a higher stature, and then they just end up being so miserable. Like, they have to put on a front all the time, and they always have to, like, be the one that doesn't speak their opinion because they're with someone that's probably is looking for someone. Okay. Let's see if I can get this. I have to wait for 2 tiles. And I would have to say putting someone in a bucket or putting someone in a league, let's say, it's just basically limiting yourself or limiting them to a certain phase that they'll never get out of. Not phase, like more like a category that they'll never get out of. And of course, if we did that, then we wouldn't see people get poor or, you know, like have those major life events where their life just goes downhill. Because a rich person can become poor within an instant, and a poor person can basically get rich out of their own hard work and volition. And a little bit of luck from life. I do believe life is basically 99% hard work and 1% luck. At least I won something. But I'm still in third place. Oh well. I'm just a little bit. Let's see if I can get up the chart. I don't know if I'm gonna get up there with you guys today, but maybe on my downtime. Okay, let's play another round. Yeah, it's a very tough subject because when I look back on my past relationships, I dated girls that were probably like equal with how I was standing in life. So my second ex, I would have to say we were both students. So obviously we had that in common. We were both students. But then we realized we were just two totally introverted people, and we wanted people that were a little bit more sociable, I suppose. And not only that, I didn't fully develop and mature back then. Because at the age of 19, like going through relationships for the first time, it wasn't my first relationship, but at the same time, it was I think it was the first relationship I tried to take seriously. If that makes any sense. And then my third ex, I would have to say we were both unemployed graduates. And then basically, I already told this story about how my mother helped us get jobs at where she works. But then that wasn't the place that my ex wanted to work, obviously. And so and her parents didn't want her to work at something like that either. They expected her to be in an office job that paid well and all that stuff, which is understandable because both me and her had college degrees. At the same time, there's a lot of politics with office. And for me, I knew that I've heard horror stories from friends that I knew, and they were completely miserable. So I'm like, why do I have to go to a job that makes me feel miserable and feels like it's high school again? It doesn't make any sense to me. And just for a higher paycheck, for me, that doesn't make any sense. Like, sure, my job is like heavy with labor because I work in a factory, but at the same time, I don't have to deal with complaining customers. I don't have to deal with that much about company politics, at least within the internal toxic side, such as in the office, because I know that could be very toxic to people, and people can't stand that. Now, some people, like probably you guys that work in offices, probably think that, oh, why are you talking like, you know, like what makes you think you're so like high up and everything? You know, I don't know. Because sometimes people don't like it when you talk bad about the office because it's like that's where they work. And they'll be like, oh no, my company's not like that and everything. But at the same time, people that work at jobs that they know they have to work just to maintain a living, they know it takes a toll on them either way. And I think in an office, it basically you just sit down all day and looking at a computer. At least for me, I'm able to stand up and pace around. So I know I'm like, Actually, at my job, I'm always standing. I never sit down. And my legs are always tired at the end of the day. And I'm always sitting when I'm at home. Especially with you guys, I'm always sitting. So I bring this up to you guys because there's so much to life, and when people put things like leagues or putting people on pedestals and everything like that, like, it makes you feel insecure about your own place in life, and it makes you feel like you have to play catch up. And you know, I want you guys to like basically break that barrier, because I'm trying to break that barrier myself. And I'm not talking about like socially or like in status wise. I'm talking about just basically in your mind. Yeah, I'll take that. Okay, so now I'm just waiting now. Hopefully I can get some points. I got first place. I won both games last time with you guys, so hopefully I can win this last game with you guys, because I usually try to play 2 games. Ah, man, they went off me. Okay, that's not bad. 1,000 points. 1,000 points. It's just a flesh wound. Just a flesh wound. Okay. Oh, this hand is, this hand could work. This hand could work. I could probably work with this. Probably make an all simple hand. Uh-oh, somebody wants that 1 because it's stalling. Oh, there we go. Probably the 7. So yeah, yeah, I'll take it. See what comes up. So yeah, I don't want you guys to limit yourselves, because you guys know that you're capable of unlimited potential. I know you guys could reach for the stars. I believe in you guys. I believe in you guys, because I know all you guys are much smarter than me on so many things. In fact, you guys should be in front of the chalkboard, in front of the chalkboard in here. You guys deserve to be the ones giving me the lecture, not the other way around. Because all of you guys go through different life experiences. Actually, one of my cousins, aka family friends, moved to Nashville, Tennessee. And he's going further in his life. And he doesn't have a college degree. And he managed to get a job as an IT. He didn't even have a college degree in comp sci, computer science. And he works as IT support. And I mean, he didn't even study coding or anything. He just basically just had friends that basically gave him a job. Now, those are the friends you hang on to. Those are the friends that you hang on to. The friends that you hang out with for years, and then they are there, and then they suddenly present you with an opportunity, and that's like the universe's way of saying, okay, let's go for this opportunity. Oh. Well, the 7s are gone, so I can get rid of that. I think I'll go for a simple Pong hand. I think this could work. Yeah, that 8 is gone. So yeah, I've been with the same friends that I've hanged out with for years. Actually, it all started in middle school, because when I was growing up, all the neighborhood friends, neighborhood kids that I hanged out with, it was short-lived a bit, because we just kind of grew apart. But then one neighborhood kid that I met when I was going to middle school, he was actually in my neighborhood, but then he moved away because of family issues. Yeah, I'll probably keep the 7. I don't, because I have so many tiles that can basically be discarded, but usually the 7 doesn't get discarded that much. Discard that. And of course, you guys have met him through the Mahjong episodes. Ronster, my friend Ronster. He was in episode 3, I believe. I will probably put it in the recommended at the end. And yeah, like his parents got divorced, and unfortunately they lost the house in my side of the neighborhood. Ooh, nice. I don't have any Dora though, so at least I got like 3,900. Okay, first place so far. Let's see if I can maintain it. Yeah, unfortunately he had to move because after his parents got divorced, they lost the house, and so he had to move to another town. But luckily, during my college years, I had a car so I could actually see him, and we've been friends ever since. Actually, I met my first best friend, my best friend Kevin, in middle school, and we've been friends like up until now, and we're still friends at this point. Even though like he's doing his own thing and I'm doing my own thing with his channel with you guys, we still talk occasionally. He sometimes plays. Actually, I think he appeared in the pilot. And yeah, I don't know if he appeared in episode 3. He could have. I don't remember exactly. Maybe not. I don't remember exactly. Because sometimes he pops in and out whenever we play Mahjong. Because we have this group chat and we basically message each other. It's like, oh, do you guys want to play Mahjong? And then all of us get on Discord and we just play. And if you guys want to join us, join the Discord server. And also, if you like what you see, consider subscribing and dropping a like and dropping a comment. I probably should have discarded the 9. Should have kept the 1. But then again, I don't want 1s in my hand right now. I wish I could have kept that, but at the same time, whatever's. I'm gonna just test my luck. See what I can develop with this. Yeah, and getting back to my cousins that actually moved to, well, I say cousins because they're both brothers, and one of the brothers is moving to Tennessee, and the older brother, who I'm very close with, he called me because he was like driving a moving truck and they've been driving for hours, so he needed someone to talk to because his little brother, who's moving to Tennessee, he was leading with his car while the older brother, who I'm close to, is driving the moving truck, and he needed someone to talk to on that long journey. So we were just talking about, you know, I would have to say like relationships and how to develop further in our lives, because he's a tattoo artist. He's actually Bears, the friend I talked about last episode, where he's like the Bob Ross, the modern day Bob Ross, and he considers me the modern day Mr. Rogers. I laugh at that comparison because I want to create a positive, calming atmosphere with you guys, because, you know, life is just too short and we're so stuck in this busy economic system that basically makes us not think about what we need internally. And I think that's the reason why mental health kind of sucks for all of us, because we end up thinking about work so much to the point where it kind of debilitates us from knowing about our own health, whether it be physically or mentally. Excuse me, I had to take a little drink of water. Probably might have to make a dragon hand with this. Discard that. But, yeah, we were basically just talking about how do we develop ourselves in life, because he's trying to be a tattoo artist and I'm just basically trying to grow this channel. Of course, it's not all about the numbers, because I'm just talking about whatever I want with you guys. Even though I'm not fully knowledgeable or an expert on this stuff. But that's how YouTubers start, right? And then YouTubers just basically talk about whatever they want and shoot the breeze. And of course, I don't want to... of course, this channel's not about spreading drama either. So, you know, it's all about just talking. It was kind of funny because my friend Bears, when he was driving the moving truck, I basically just told him, you got to be keeping on trucking. And then he was just driving a truck. He's like, keep on trucking. And he's like, I'm trucking. Because he's like driving a moving truck. And yeah, we were just talking about, like, you know, we even talk about what type of person do we end up that we think we would be really good with to marry. And we were talking about how guys are actually starting to date up. So, like, guys are ending up with girls that have, ending up with women that have much better careers, such as being like, oh, I guess the game's over because now this person doesn't have any points. Okay, I'm in second place. That's not too bad. I kind of wish I could have gone up a little bit more. A little bit here, a little bit there. Okay. All right. Well, let me just bring us back to the main screen. Okay. So that was my take on leagues. Now, I have to admit, it's kind of hard dealing with categories, especially with like either dating or going for a higher career or going for anything in life. But I do my best to actually try to make sense of everything because there's a lot of craziness in life, and you can either take it two ways. You can either take it from a very cynical point of view, or you can take it from a very optimistic point of view. Now, most people would say that it's not good to be either too cynical or too optimistic, and it really is tough. It really is tough to keep yourself in the middle. But I think it's that middle ground that kind of keeps us a little bit feeling languished. So if you don't know what language is basically just an emotion that you feel like life's like nah. Like it's kind of like you feel like you're kind of like closed off and like depressed, but you're not to the point where it's like depression. It just feels like like, you know, you feel like that there's not really that much to look forward to, but at the same time you feel as if it's like that emotion that makes you feel so many things at once. So when I think about languish, I began to clarify exactly why do I feel that way. And then I try to go back to my own optimistic self at that point. So hopefully you guys enjoyed what you saw. If you like what you saw, consider dropping a like, subscribe, and hitting the notification bell. And also, positive vibes to all of you. And just know that I like you as you are. Never change. And don't let anyone tell you different. So I will see you all in the next video.